YouTube. So this is my first YouTube video. Be showing y'all how to do a mid fade. So let's just get straight into it. First things first, you grab that trimmer and you punch in that ball line. Doesn't have to be perfect, you know, you just gotta get it in there. So I'm using my trimmer going up. You can punch in the line the other way, but it is harder to blend out. Leaves a more harsh line. So with this, you just want to push all the hair up evenly, you know, as best as you can. Right here, this is the other side. I'm just doing the same thing. You just want to make this line consistent all around the head because it is going to be the baseline to put all your other guidelines on there. So just make it as consistent as you can. You want to dust off the client. Make sure you know you're playing with a clean canvas. Right here, I'm going in with the shaver. This is a babyless foil shaver, but basically you know you could use it either way. Right here, I'm like swiping it. You know, you want to make sure you get all the stubble. Make sure it's real bald. You feel me? Right here, same thing. Just going in with it, switching it. You know, making sure I'm getting all the stubble out. You want to make sure that it's bald. You want to leave it bald because if not, it's not gonna look right. Now I'm gonna come in with that trimmer again and just get all them little hairs right there. Any little hairs you see, you always want to make sure you try to bring it as low as you can with the trimmer before you go in with the shaver. Right here, just shaving that back part. Want to stretch the skin and get in the little crevices. Right here, we're going clipper open. You're gonna want to make that guideline like a ½ inch, a finger length. And just make it all consistent through the head. Again, the more consistent your guidelines be, the easier it is going to be to blend them out. And yeah, just lightly press it in there. You just want to go over it a few times so you can make sure it's all even in the same length. Want to keep it as consistent as you can. All the guidelines, the cleaner you can do them, the easier it'll be to get them out. So like I said, just try to work them out as clean. They don't have to be perfect. That don't even matter. They're going to get blended either way, you feel me? But you just want to get them as evenly and as clean as you can so that way it's easier to get them out. Right here, lever closed 1 notch. You could already start halfway, you know, but I like to play it safe, and I feel like it also makes it blend cleaner instead of skipping steps, you know. But right here, 3/4, basically a little bit more than halfway. That's what that means. Getting it in right there, just flick, you know, right there. I'm just kind of trying to attack the line. Lever fully closed. Now we're gonna attack the line right there through the bottom. You wanna make sure, you could go a little higher with this. You just wanna make sure you're not going all the way up because you don't wanna end up making the guideline higher. Always wanna work within that space. You don't wanna go higher than it. Right here, we just playing with the lever. You know, do what you need to do. If you need to close it, close it. If you need to open it a little bit, open it. But yeah, just get that line out. Right here, coming in with that trimmer. These are 0 gap all the way, so these are my sharpest trimmers. Just hitting that line right there, not going any higher. Again, like I said, you don't want to run the risk of pushing the guideline higher. Right here, just trying to use that corner, get it out the way. Right here, I'm coming in with the shaver. You can see it didn't fully come out. So you want to use the corner of the shaver and just play with it. Again, don't go too high. Just stay within that boundary, that guideline. Right here, I'm just hitting it with that corner, trying to get it out. Using the shaver like a pencil. Now you want to go down with it just so it can fade down. It can bring it out, you feel me? Right here we coming in 1.5 halfway, and we just gonna basically build the dark part of the fade. Again, we're not gonna go too high with it. Just gonna stay consistent, and we're just gonna work our way through it. Now I like to do one side first, then the other. Right here we gonna close it all the way, and we're just gonna basically work with it a little bit higher, lick it in a little higher, and we're just gonna clean it up. Make sure you give it a few passes. It's the one guard halfway. We gonna basically build another guideline with this one. Want to make sure you don't go too high. I'm really keeping this one a little lower, not trying to go too high. As you can see, it's kind of starting to blur it out right there. So that's what you're looking for with the one guard. Boom, right here we gonna close it all the way, and we just gonna basically go over what we just did just to make it a little lighter, you feel me? Again, this is basically the middle of the haircut. As you can see, the bottom is the light side, and then this is like the dark part of it. So you don't want to go too high with this either. So right here, I'm basically coming in with the half guard, and we're just gonna blend in that line that we left with the one. So this is basically the most important part of the fade. This was gonna really blend it in. So you wanna just take your time with it. Now I like to blend in sections, so I blend one section first and then the back. That way I can get one spot blurry and then the next spot blurry, and then it all just comes together, you feel me? But I'm using mainly the corner, not trying to dig in too high. You want to just play with that lever. Close it, open it, do what you got to do, you feel me? Now right here, I'm coming and I'm doing that second section. And I'm basically just going to do the exact same thing. Now you just got to be patient with it and just play with that lever, you know. Get out any little dark spots, any little lines you see. It's all mainly, you know, corner work. You don't want to put in the whole blade. You end up, you know, taking a little chunk out of it. So just play with that, with them corners like a pencil. You always just want to take your time. Don't rush it. That's how you're going to get a clean fade every time. Just take your time with it and detail. Detail work is very important. Again, just corner work. Going in, just playing with that lever. Now, this is my boy's hairline, man. We gonna get him back in the game, though. Right here, we coming in with that saber trimmer. Basically, gonna start in the middle, work my way to the side. Now, I'm tapping it and swiping it. That way, I can get all the hair. Now right here for the vertical bar, I'm gonna use it like a pencil, and I'm gonna just push it to the hair. I'm not gonna push the hair back because then that's a pushback. Always make sure to brush that hair down and comb it down. That way you can bring the hairs down again. Right, hairline ain't never gonna be done in the first pass. You always gotta make sure you're brushing it down. Now right here, I'm just getting the little hairs on the forehead. Make sure to do that because a lot of people, you know, they'll leave the little baby hairs. I'm gonna come in with my razor. Really, you can use any blades. I just use those right there. I think it's the prime blades. But I'm gonna stretch the skin and I'm gonna just make sure I'm coming in and getting to the little hairs, pushing them back. You wanna make sure you're applying pressure to the skin, that way you don't cut, bro. Now I'm gonna use the corner of the blade and I'm gonna just swipe it in the corner right there. That way it can make the point sharp. Right here, just clean up, bro. We gonna hit the hairline with the razor. Now this is important too, that way, you know, it could last longer and it can stay sharper. Now right here, I'm just getting the little baby hairs coming back in the vertical bar. Make sure you're getting every angle and you coming in all around with it. Right here, what I'm doing is I'm basically knocking down the hair, the little bulk on top of the hairline. So I'm not really lining it up. I'm just hitting the little bulk on top of it. Now right here, we're gonna be applying enhancements. Now I do use the spray gun, but since this is like a beginner video, we're gonna use the little can. Now you're just gonna place your card right on that line and you gonna spray from far. You wanna check and then hit it again. You wanna make sure you spray from far, and if it needs more, you can get a little closer. But you always wanna check first before, you know, you spray it, just so you don't end up spraying too much. Now a tip is use the darkest brown as the paint. A lot of people go and buy the black one and it just doesn't hit the same. So right here, we coming in with the trimmer again. And again, I'm just coming in, I'm tapping it, and I'm swiping it. So this right here, what we working with. Hell yeah, as y'all can see, looking nice and blurry. This right here, the final result. Check it out, gang. Let me know how it came out in the comments, man. I am trying to do some more videos. If y'all want more, you know, comment and like, subscribe, put me out there, gang. I'm trying to, you know, put everybody on some free game. This is the hairline right here. This the other side. All you want to do is copy and paste, bro. That's what I did on this side. Same thing. You gonna get it right every time, bro. Boom. Now we going outside. I'm gonna show y'all what the haircut looks like outside, man. This shit official for real. Boom. Check it out, gang.